Today we are going to learn how to do gold light immersion, and we're going to start using that instead of using shielding techniques. Now, shielding techniques, sometimes they can work okay in the temporary when we are empathic and we are trying not to absorb other people's stuff. But the reality is that it's just a temporary fix to a bigger problem, which is that our energy field is never the biggest field in the room. Most of us as empaths and just as sensitive people in general, we tend to try to make ourselves smaller. We try to protect ourselves, and that protection energy creates kind of this fearful energy in our field, which is not really conducive to having a healthy energy field that's free and clear of interference. So using gold light immersion techniques instead of shielding is going to be a much more effective way for you to go ahead and get what you want to accomplish done, which is to have a energy field that is free and clear of anybody else's energy but yours. So we use gold light because it's basically just source light, and it's alchemical. So it makes the bright parts of you even brighter, and then it also transmutes any density that's in the field. What it can also do is return to sender any energy that is not yours from either energy that you empathically sponged from somebody else, or you've got some interference in your field. So it can transmute all of that. And the more you use immersion techniques, it basically saturates your field in frequency, and it fills up any holes and all of that kind of stuff to basically make your field as strong as it can possibly be. And what this does is it creates kind of a hostile environment for any other energy to come into it. So it makes you the biggest field in the room, which you should be in your own reality bubble. So this is going to have a positive effect on your body as well as on your energy field. So I recommend it even for people who maybe just aren't feeling good, or they're tired, or they have chronic illness. Frequency immersion is a wonderful way to heal that. There's two techniques I'm going to go over today. One is just using the gold body technique. This is the fastest way. So if you can already envision gold light really easy, let's just take a second to do that. Go ahead and close your eyes, or maybe you visualize things keeping your eyes open. That's fine too. Just imagine that there's this big gold ball in the center of your chest, and it looks just like the sun. And if you can't find that gold light color, you can go ahead and look at the video. It has some beautiful gold light in the center of it. And just imagine that, but as strong as possible, like really, really bright. Imagine that you have this big golden orb in the center of your chest. Now, if you can do that, that's awesome. If you can't do that yet, then you should probably go into the second technique. But go ahead and listen to this one first. So the first technique is really simple. The first thing that you do is just imagine that if you are looking at your body, that it literally is lit up just like the sun. So if you're looking at yourself, it's just a gold light body that looks just like the sun. Now, if you can do that, that's awesome. The intention is for the gold light to immerse and saturate every particle, every cell, every fiber, every nerve, everything that exists within your body, both seen and unseen, is saturated in gold light frequency. Okay? This is going to claim your body. You're claiming your space right now. Claim your space with gold light, all of it, every little bit of it. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to imagine that there is a big, huge gold light egg around you, like a few feet above your head and a few feet below your feet, or even bigger if you wanted to. Just imagine that there is a big gold egg around you, and then all of a sudden, from the center of your chest, there's all of this gold light that is just coming out into the egg, and it is filling it up and completely immersing it with gold light. Okay? And just watch it fill up with the intention that that gold light transmutes anything in your light body that is either not supposed to be there because it's interference or it's just of your own making. So once you do that, make it strong, make it bright, just envision it fully, completely saturated in gold light. Start to notice that that light is moving. Okay? Dead light doesn't move. It looks like the light coming out of a light bulb. But real light, organic living light, which is what you are made of, it moves. And gold light is also organic living light, and it moves too. Just imagine that it's spinning and flowing and sparkling and moving around. It doesn't have to be this perfect little egg. It can move a little bit as you move. But just imagine the movement and the flow. Okay, that's really important because the spinning component of it, it doesn't have to be spinning really fast, but it definitely needs to be moving because dead light actually can attract energy in that can attach to it. But living light, nothing can attach to it, okay? Because it's always moving. It's like a river, right? It's hard to catch a river. The next technique that you can use, if that one doesn't really suit your fancy, is you can make a bunch of gold orbs and fill up your field that way. Now, you never want to bring in energy from outside. You always want to self-source. So you're self-sourcing gold light. This is very important, okay? You can create it in the center of your chest, which is usually the easiest for most people. For some people, it's easier for them to create it in the center of their head. If you can't see the gold light, just know that it's there. Okay, some people don't visualize very well, and they just do a better job of it if they just know that they're doing it, or maybe they feel that it's done. Okay, that's okay too. So the first thing that you do is you just imagine that there's a big golden ball of light that looks just like the sun in the center of your chest. And you can move that down to your feet and just blast the energy out into your feet. And then you can make another gold ball of light, and you can move it down to your legs and blast it down into your legs until your legs are totally saturated in gold light. And you can make another golden ball, and you can move it into your stomach and your chest and your back area, imagining that it's completely saturated in gold light. And then do your arms, and then do your head. Okay, so that way it's the same thing as just making a gold light body, but it's just taking you a little longer. And the intention as you're creating these golden balls of light is that it's saturating every nerve, every fiber, every cell, every particle in your body with gold frequency. And you can just keep making those orbs of light until, if you looked at yourself from the outside, you're completely saturated in gold light. The next thing that you do, just like in the first technique, is you create an oval, an egg, around your body and make it as big as you want to, at least a couple of feet out of your body. And then start creating golden orbs from the center of your chest and start blasting them out in your field until it's completely saturated. So if you were looking at yourself, all you would see was this big, beautiful, golden, shining egg. Now remember again, after you've done that and it's looking pretty good, you want to imagine that that gold light is moving, that it's spinning, that it's flowing, that it has movement. It's organic living light. It's not false light. It's real organic living light. Okay, this is really super important. Now with both techniques, the way you want to end this out is you want to imagine that there's a laser beam that goes down your body, from the center of your body all the way down into the core of the earth. And guess what color it is? It's gold light, okay? So a gold light laser beam going all the way down into the core of the earth, where there's a beautiful core star sun right in the center of the earth. And then you also want to imagine that there's a gold laser beam going out the top of your head and up into the sun. Now, some people like to use the sun and some people like to use the central sun. If you're a starseed, you definitely want to connect in with the central sun, so you can ground in to your home galaxy, your home planet. All right, whichever one feels really good to you, but you got to ground it up and ground it down, right? So when you look at yourself, you're this big, beautiful, spinning oval of gold light with a line that goes all the way up into the heavens and down into the core of the earth. Okay, This technique is really super powerful, and I think that you're going to find if you use it regularly, like at least once in the morning when you get up and right before you go to bed, that you're going to start to feel better, that you're going to have less issues with any type of interference, that you're going to feel like maybe you're empathically sponging less if that's something that you do regularly. It's a wonderful technique, and I hope you find it of benefit.